All right, so this video finds you because whatever has occurred has most definitely happened with the intention of putting a fire up under your behind. This happened with the intention to get you to buckle down and to get more serious. This may likely be related to could be people pissing you off or annoying you or irritating or agitating you or just making you see something very clearly to come to a conclusion like never before. This is most likely something that you've been debating, something that you have likely been wanting to start for yourself, something that is extremely unique, a direction that is very, very, very new, adventurous, spontaneous, but it is in alignment with the version of you that you envision and aspire to be. Something has occurred, and when I was tapping into this energy, I started drinking so much water. So either you're sweating or crying or throwing up, or you're doing a lot of releasing of fluids. Okay, you could be urinating a lot. Maybe you're on a water diet. You could also be um, producing more bowel movements as well. Okay, just your body is letting things go. Okay, that could be a significant sign for you. And again, this was most definitely to light a fire up under your behind and inspire you to do something, to start something. And in the last couple of videos, we've been talking about the angel number 953. Well, that is now complete. 953 was about complications in relations that you were not seeing. People, places, things that you were in union with that were simply doing you no good, only harm. Congratulations, if this video has found you, you have weeded out BS. So now we're moving on to this new, very specific angel number once again. And this one is again, it starts with a nine, but now it's 941. This talks about, okay, we checked off 953, how other people and outside energies and influences were impacting us and affecting our independence and individualism in toxic ways. And then we had to adapt once we realized this. Now, 941 is still all about your independence. This time it's all about you because you have shifted out of these toxic, complicated, icky, sticky situations with other people, places, and things that meant you no good. Now we're moving on to 941, which is all about you and the new foundation that you're building for yourself. Again, this very unique path that you find yourself embarking on or magnetized towards. There's this ideology that you have, or just this idea or this vision for yourself and your life, and something that drew you to this video occurred for you to finally make that choice, to finally make that move. I think that you needed some sort of confirmation, whatever kind of confirmation, and you finally got it. I think that that's the interesting thing here is that you didn't even know what kind of confirmation you were looking for. But once this happened, whatever this is, you were like, oh, yeah, it's a no brainer. I'm doing this. I'm going for this, or I'm moving away from this. I'm moving here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Whatever this is, it was meant to strike up radicalized independence for you to separate yourself from the whole, because that's what you are, is separate from the whole. Even now, I'm still so thirsty, y'all. Make sure you're staying hydrated, please. Maybe you're spending a lot of time in the sun again, or you are releasing a lot. Okay. 941. Let's have a little fun. Oh, and by the way, bottom of the deck here, rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. So 953 was the last bit of difficulty that you had to deal with in this particular aspect of life. And now we are moving on to a lighter phase, a lighter stage, because we did let go of that dead weight. Oh my gosh, y'all saw how these cards just started falling. And look at that. As I was saying dead weight, we released it. Look at what pops out. Autumnal equinox release. So this lets me know too, for a lot of us, these things were past due. Dream time creation, exactly. It's like, you know what? I'm letting go of the dead weight, and now it's time to create. Letting go of the dead weight, and now it's time to create. Look at that wind activation. It lit oh my gosh, what gives fire more ignition? Air, wind, activation. You've been activated. Now it's time for you to take care of and cater to yourself in whatever way or ways that you currently see fit. And it's moving towards effortlessness. This flow, this direction that you're moving in is going to be effortless. The shifts and the changes are going to become effortless. So, this also reminds me too, how we've been talking about the beginning of that cycle of 13. 13 is Pluto's Scorpio energy, which is the Scorpio full moon that I'm currently filming this video under right now, which could be the reason for the extreme releases as well. Even if you're watching this at a different time, this video is timeless, but this is a prominent time for release. We talked about 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We've been sitting in 18 for a while now. 18 is when we discovered 953. And we're still present in 18, but I am getting that we are coming to the end of it. Just like how 18 is the moon card and we are sitting in a full moon, as this full moon dissipates and we make our way back into the new moon, I have a feeling that we will be entering the sun energy, which is the number 19. I feel like that's what this was about. This activation was about introducing us to 19 from 18 because it's a fire being lit up under or behind, which means that you are seeing something, some sort of truth clearly. This doesn't mean that you have to know exactly what to do, where to go, and how to do it, or what to say. But this was just confirming and getting you in position, getting you in place to make a new move. As the unicorn card says here, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Your intuition is activated right now, especially the center card is a knight of swords moving into the fool, and the fool was the one that attracted the unicorn card. It flew out right on top of it, and this is in the present moving into future energy. So you are coming into this space where you are tapping into that intuition to make beneficial changes, leading into the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which lets me know that you haven't quite seen it all the way through yet, which is completely fine. So if you're watching this and you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing yet, but I do know that I feel that it's time to do something, then great. Then you're in the right place. For some of you, you absolutely do know what's the next move, but maybe you don't see the full picture or the details yet. Ah, I'm just I'm just so excited and I'm smiling because I love what I do. And I'm grateful because I'm good at what I do. It says take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So just because you do have that inkling, that feeling that you are ready, your intuition is revved up and ready to go to make beneficial changes, that doesn't mean that it's time to get up and run right now. And that's what the beautiful thing is about this. In this energy of the full moon dissipating and the intensity wearing off, You are meant to be in a restful state, to be taking all of this in. So, again, focus on intaking, drinking plenty of water, getting grounded, giving your body the nutrients that it needs, and get ready to alchemize because at the bottom of the deck says cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. This has also been reminding me of a book that I was forced to read multiple times in public school, um, which was Things Fall Apart by Sunwa Achebe or something like that. I remember because I had to read it several times. I think I was told to read it in middle school, high school, and I think even in college. I think I had to read that book about 2 or 3 times. Don't tell nobody, but I didn't. I skimmed. I did enough to pass. Let's just say that. But now at this chapter in my life, I'm most definitely intrigued and probably would go back and read that book again, which this would be a great time. As a matter of fact, that's reminding me, I did have the urge to pick up a book and read earlier, but I didn't. I just thought about it. But that's what your intuition is doing right now for you, is kind of like nudging you in directions to do things that maybe you used to enjoy doing, but you haven't in a while. So trust that. You'll find yourself drawn to new people, places, things, and aesthetics. Even when it comes to social media, people love to like demonize social media and be like, oh my gosh, it's so toxic for you. No, it's not. It's only toxic if you are, honey. Because if you find the right people that align with you and your goals and what you aspire to be, it can be so inspirational. And I see that that's what's happening for you in chapter 941. You are finding people, places, and things that help you to effortlessly alchemize the space in which you're in and make the best and the most of it, and helps to activate you to move into the next chapter, the next season. Yeah, you're in a transitional phase here, so trust the process. And again, you don't need to know everything right now, like all the answers, you don't have to have them, I promise. This is literally meant to be a rest period for you. Hello, when did you flip over? Literally, when did this even flip over? But it's just confirming that this is a rest, a wait period for you because I feel that something's going to pop off for you and kind of tell you what direction you're meant to be moving towards. Gosh. All the cards about wait, all the cards about rest. Babes, how many times do I have to say it? How many ways? Oh, that was an ugly chuckle. Let's try that again. Okay, and this is so crazy. Because this is so random and so 1313 when I glanced up at the time on the video. Yeah, we're getting ready to be done with this chapter of closure. You don't see something that's coming. You don't see something. That was kind of ugly too. I don't usually mess up on my shuffles like this. Hold on. Hold on. See, Ten of Swords. Oh, hello. What is that? The Seven of Cups, exactly. You don't see something. Something is it's blurred or it's already there, but you just don't know it yet. Seven of Swords, 777. Oh my gosh. Something's already done or something's already activated, but you just don't even know it yet. There we go. This is a restful chapter, a restful space, a restful season for you. Allow yourself to imagine, to fantasize, uh, to glorify. Okay, so you need to be glorifying right now what you do have, even though you just came out of the autumnal energy of release. This is a time to be giving great thanks because you don't know yet, but there's great things to come. Give thanks in advance is the message here. And you know this intuitively too. You know this. Things fall apart, but just for them to fall together. Oh my gosh, the Page of Swords. And you know it. You know it. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Like, this is like you knowing it, but you don't know what you know. Seven of Wand. Exactly. More seven. So seven, seven. Oh yeah, the Seven of Swords is hidden away back in this deck again. But here's a fourth seven. This is you in this energy right now where everything's falling apart and you're fighting the urge to give up or to break down because you know you have this inkling. What the hell? Did y'all see how that just the card just shifted? Because you just know something's coming in for you. You know that it's got you ready, revved up for alignment. Thank you. Look at that damn moon. Okay, so again, you're in a moon phase, a moon chapter. Make sure you watch the videos leading up to this. There was the 18 unveiled reading, but everything from the 13 reading to the 14, 15, 16, 17, and the 18 reading needs to be watched to get you up to speed if you haven't seen it already. But under this moon energy, it's been like one negative thing after another, after another, after like pow, pow, pow. Like God has a fully loaded clip and he's letting it go. God has been like shutting down everything that is not meant for you and revealing everything. And if God's not removing it for you, it's revealing something to where it's like you would be dumb not to leave it behind. But that's why this moon chapter isn't over yet, because after all the bullshit is something that is made just for you. What's at the back of the deck? Page of Pentacles, a manifestation. You're literally cleansing things out right now in preparation for a manifestation. What is right behind this Two of Cups that's peeking up? The Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. This is a past intention coming into fruition. The Ten of Wands. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long road. It's been a long time coming, but we done been verified. I really wanna work this out. I think it's gonna change and I do, but you don't. Things first we go our separate ways. I don't remember the words. Stay in this relationship. What song is that? I know it's Usher. This might be a conversation. Uh, could be one of those 953s coming back around trying to rescue or save something, or it could be something new presented. And you have to decide if that's what you want. I ain't asking, baby, but there's so many other things I think that you should. Oh, it's Let It Burn. Let It Burn by Usher. Then we have the Hanged Man here. Yeah, I said that it's something that you'll be thinking about. What is this peeking out? The Ten of Wands. Now, I'm not gonna lie, for some, this could even be like that, like a final blow in the season of the moon. But these are just things that have to, I keep hearing come to pass. These are things that just have to come to pass before we can move forward. So whether it be something good or bad, it's all setting you up for the positive. Give me more of this. The moon. I'm asking for more. It says the moon. Tell me the nature of this to be continued under the moon. Tell me the nature of this Three of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, the lovers. It's exactly what I suspected. Someone coming back around or someone or something wanting to work with you. Whether this be a new or an old person or situation, it's a collaborative opportunity. But we have the Five of Wands here. So yeah, it definitely could be one of those 953s wanting to come back around to work things out. I'm like in this frozen place. What should my viewer's response be to this final reveal, to this offer or collaboration? Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Six of Wands. Okay. Okay, so that makes me feel really good because at first I was like, that song, like hearing Let It Burn, I don't really know how I felt about that. But the nature of this final thing to be revealed, it can vary for everyone. It varies, but it's not necessarily all bad. The nature of this last reveal for everyone is the Pentacles and the Death card. Damn. Literally, it's the end of this cycle of 13s. Show me one more for the nature of this reveal. King of Cups. I don't think this is necessarily anything bad, if I'm being quite honest. Again, everyone's life is different, but I think that it's more so about the truth of your desires and what matters to you. Once this is revealed or brought to you, it may have been something that you did want really bad at one point in time, but now you've evolved, you've changed, you've shifted. And I think that now you might be in a position where you're questioning if it's even in alignment with you anymore. You're questioning if it's even worth your time or if it's, yeah. I feel like you may be in more of a position where you're like questioning if you want to hold your energy to yourself more than anything. I feel like this is something that an old version of you might have jumped all over at one point in time. But this version of you knows better, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. And you also know not to glamorize things. Okay, any last words for that? The Two of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the World, bottom of the deck, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so it's a 50-50 chance, but I'm not even gonna lie. For the majority of you, it looks like you're either, I want to say that you're running away from it, but it's really coming up as 50-50. Some will run away, others will run towards. See, but I really feel like more of you are gonna run away. You're gonna deny or decline this because you don't want it anymore. It's not in alignment anymore. And the reason why it's like the last of the moon to be revealed to you is because it's showing you that you're finally done with this wishy-washy chapter of your life or this conflicting or confusing chapter of your life. You're moving more towards um, success, reassurance, and better payoffs for investments that are more worthwhile or promising. Or again, this could be someone wanting to collaborate with you, whether this be romantic, platonic, da, 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 and you're more so focused on yourself. Yeah, it's something that I think that you're going to look at as trying to take control of your power. And those are the things that you don't want anymore. And I think that that's what's easing us into that 19. Whatever this last thing is that reveals itself to you is going to show you what does and does not matter to you anymore. And it's going to make decision making a lot easier. It's going to really have you locked in. Yeah. Whatever this season of 18s and revelations are, it's gonna have you quite locked in, okay? But again, for some of you, it's like you're either locked in with yourself or locked in on a partnership, locked in on a contract, locked in on a job, locked in and determined to see something through. finalities, a clean slate. Oh my gosh, we got a peek at the sun. Okay, let's talk about it because I feel it. What is it? What can we know about this sun right now? Ten of Cups, Seven of Cups. That's the difference of three cups. I really don't. I'm not comprehending the nature of this, but like, oh my gosh, I said three cups, we get three swords. And that's why, because it really gives me mixed feelings. Like, I think that this is something that you always wanted at one point in time, but now that it's here, I think you're in a whole different place, a whole different space, a whole different ball game, a whole different arena. Page of Swords. And one more, the Empress. Yeah, you're Six of Pentacles. Over it. So this is either a completion saying I'm over it because I'm moving on to something new, or how do I put this in the words? Or it's a completion and I'm over it because finally what I asked for is here. So it's either like this sun comes after the moon because it's exactly what you wanted and now you can like go in that direction, or it's what you thought you always wanted and then once it comes around you're like, actually no, never mind, thank you." And that, it all in itself is a whole new beginning. I hope I was able to verbalize that. I think y'all get me. We usually be locked in. We're here. Y'all get me and I get you. But ultimately what it comes down to is either the thing that you've always wanted comes through and you get to take it and you just move on and you go, or the thing that you always wanted comes along and you realize that you don't even want it anymore. Any final words, final messages? Okay, wow. Yes, exactly. Okay, so we have feather, someone you know is independable, undependable, and insincere. Dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Ring, a marriage will take place either romantic or business. Damn, and a broken ring. So you literally have the ring followed by a broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. In the bottom deck, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Now, that's why I was getting such mixed energies because this is a collective message. So, what comes of this, the exact details are solely dependent upon mm, how you've been moving in life. Because for some of you, the sun shows and it shows you that you can no longer depend on someone. And so you move on. Okay. For others of you, the sun is a financial gain because of something that you did in the past and it's finally paying off. That's why the Six of Pentacles here is letting us know it's like what you give is what you get. Okay. The sun for some of you is a new relationship, and then the sun for some of you is a relationship ending. So the nature of it solely is dependent upon the experience and you yourself. But the most beautiful thing here is that it's birthing you as the Empress. It's putting you in the position to receive everything that you need. I love this. Any more clothing messages? Any more clothing? God, you're amazing. Bottom of the deck says stone people vigilance. You are now in this position to say with ease and with grace what can and cannot come towards you. I think you've been in like a shaky position, not really knowing, and maybe just letting things come and go willy nilly. Now there's a gate. There's a guard. Yeah, there's a gate and there's a guard. So not any and everything could come through here. And look at this. Look at this, y'all. The freaking sun, summer solstice radiance. So this is going to be paying off for you in the summertime, or in the next season if you're in a different time zone or if you're watching this at a particular time. This is revealing itself in the next season or in the summer. Like, final card. Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. You've finally done it, collective. This is the real ending. And the you that you've always imagined. Bottom of the deck, the great severing. The cords are cut. Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. This is realizing what was hardening you or what had you on alert. That's why you have the gate up now so that you can be in your soft Empress energy and you don't have to be on guard. You don't have to be on that bullshit because it'll be very clear what can and can't come past these gates anymore. I love this for you, collective. Ta ta for now.